Welcome to today's tip. Now, I followed this one Excel blog, and one of the guys there gave us quite a little neat trick in Excel. To be honest, I don't really see the usefulness of it, but nevertheless I thought it was pretty cool functionality. So we're just going to go through it today, and I'll just show you maybe a simpler way to do what he was trying to do. So let's get started. Now, usually in Excel you're able to use the index match to return items from a list. Now if you want to find the first item in a list, you can use an index match as well. Now what happens if you want to find the last item in a list? There's no surefire way other than writing an array formula to return the last item in a list. Now the blog post that I'm referring to, and there's a link on my blog post here to the original article, says that you can use this SUMPRODUCT function to return the last item in a list. Now it's quite a complicated formula, so you need to be quite clued up with using Excel. Now we're going to use a combination of SUMPRODUCT max row functions and return the row number of the last item in this list on the left hand side over here. So the first part of the formula, we're going to write max and select inside all our rows. We're just going to absolute reference that for now. So max of all those rows where the row is equal to the label t-shirts, which is all of them. Then we're going to multiply that by the row of each of these individual items. So we close that there. Let's just absolute reference each item over there, close the brackets and press enter. Now you'll see we get 7, which is actually our first row. So we need to convert this into a formula that actually returns the last row of each individual list that we've got. So to do this, we use the SUMPRODUCT function. So we add SUMPRODUCT around our formula we've just written, and now you see it returns 15, which is actually our last row. Now another thing to consider is that if we look at H7 here, we're actually starting in row 7, and we're going to index down our row number to return the last entry. So if we index on this 15, we're going to go 15 rows down from the top of our table. So quite a little neat trick though is, after the SUMPRODUCT, subtract the row you're in, which you do by writing in row and putting no cell reference, and then add 1 back. So then we go 9 rows down. Now if you go and count all the individual items in this list, you'll see that there's 9 items. So the formula is working correctly. Then we can simply index the date column to return the date of the last item in our list. Absolute reference that, comma, and then select the row number, and we get the 24th of June 10. Like I said, I battle to actually see the usefulness of this, because it's quite easy to navigate around around Excel and go to the bottom of the list, or use a function such as the count function to find out how many items are on the list. So we're going to use the count A, which basically counts non-blank cells. We select the entire range, close the brackets, and we also get 9. Then again, we can use index and our row number from the count, and also return the 24th of June 2010. So you can see there's a much simpler way of doing this. I just thought I'd show it to you because it's quite useful, or quite interesting to see how you can use the max and row functions to find the last item in a list. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please come again soon. just as a quick follow-up, I thought I'd go through the actual sum product formula in a bit more detail to show you exactly what it's doing for those of you that might be battling to understand exactly how it works. So if we just jump into this formula, you'll see that we've got basically one argument in our sum product function. Now what that argument's saying is saying, okay, if we just jump into the max function, you'll see that it encloses both the part of the formula that's saying every row that equals t-shirts and finding the row number of that row. So basically what it's saying is it's going down each of these rows and saying where this cell equals t-shirt, return the row number. So for example, in this row it's going to return 7, and yeah, it's going to return 8, 9, 10, etc. Once you've done that, then find the maximum number of those row numbers, which will obviously be the last row number. So it goes through all of these, get 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Finding the max of that array is 15, so it returns 15. And that's also where the sum product comes in, because the sum product splits each row individually. Then the last bit on the end where we minus the row, so we're in row 7 here, so 15 minus 7 gives us 8. Now obviously we're in row 7 here, so we need to just add back 1 so we get the correct answer. So I'll just show